Greetings, everyone, from Charlotte as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest from the Time Warner Cable Arena. This game is part of the travel schedule for Milwaukee. They sit at 11th in the East right now, not quite in the gutter, just in limbo.
And Kevin, things really starting to get out of control for them. I mean, this losing streak is becoming an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if they don't figure out a way to stop it soon.
Yeah, sometimes, though, you just need to make changes, pure and simple. Maybe you look to shake up that starting lineup, possibly a trade. But right now, clearly his team has lost confidence, and something's got to give.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Craig Monroe is out there with Parker, and it's Bayless in at the one. No good on the free throw.
Still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season.
Last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. On offense here, the Bucks. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played. Here's Monroe. The layup missed.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Walker gets the lead. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton, and the Bucks miss again.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Kaminsky misses.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Touchdown for Charlotte. They won that game against the Brooklyn Nets.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a count.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Walker dishes to Zeller. Charlotte moving it around. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. No good from the wing. Middleton for three. Another miss by Middleton. Charlotte has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Lee's got 5 now. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Monroe. Out to the wing. Shoots. Bayless's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky right there for the deep.
There's Kaminsky, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, Courtney Lee now having completed.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
Talking about Courtney Lee, you know the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting 2 guards in the league, Kevin. And last year he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have, 2 great free throw shooting guards.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Jefferson's checked in for Kaminsky. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Inside, here's Plumlee. No luck. And Charlotte will come the other way. Trouble to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
Yeah, they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
Here's Inglis after Jeremy Lin's bucket. And that one's good. Inglis has got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Down low, Umley with the steal. And here they come. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Lamb. It's tipped. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. 17 seconds left to play in the first. Vaughn can't get it to go. And Lamb picks to Jefferson. Inside. Got a hand on it. Here's Vaughn. Here's Inglis. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
You've got Jeremy Lin, Tyler Hansbrough out there with Al Jefferson. There's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Daniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Hornets' 5.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Plumlee's got his second basket of the night.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Jefferson kicks to Lin. Now here's Hansbrough. He's guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. Shoots. No good from Lamb.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
There's Vaughn. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. Vaughn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And from long range, here's Hansbrough. He dishes it to Lamb. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Lin, that's a 2-pointer. And that one's on target from the wing. Lin's got 4 points this quarter. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Inglis. He's covered by Daniels. Fires from 14. Inglis, no good. Hornets shooting around 41% on the night. Then the pass to Daniels. Here's Hansbrough. The Hornets rebound. Jefferson dishes to Lamb. Outside, Lin. Here's Daniels. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
And it's sent back by Plumlee.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time. McGee just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
To the paint. For 3, Middleton, and the Bucks miss again.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Jefferson kicks to Lamb. And it takes a hard bounce.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Here's Daniels following the 3 by Milwaukee. Back to Lin. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Bayless. Here's Monroe. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's on Al Jefferson.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for center. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Now here's Batum. 23 points for him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Tries again. Hits the front of the rim and out. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Zeller passes to Lee. There's the feed to Walker. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Gets it off, and that's not going to go.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts on the Buck? All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's
All right, Charlotte, now we're ready for
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Bucks leading by 3. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Jared Bayless is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Monroe in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Walker again missing. The Bucks shooting terribly up to this point. Just 30%. Some random offense play there.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Lee, that's good.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe. Johnny O'Bryant comes in for Jabari Parker. One's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Jared Bayless.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Batum wide open. He fires. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Plumlee, no luck. Down low to tie. And it's laid up and in by Lee. Lee's got 11 points.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips now on the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Damian Inglis has jumped in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky, and a wide open look for Lee. Again, the Hornets score. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Now here's Ennis. Count that one. Ennis has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. To the inside. Zeller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game. Ennis kicks to Plumlee. Dishes it to Ennis. Here's Inglis. It's blocked. They recover it. Here's O'Brien, and that one is stuffed right through.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Charlotte has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Walker dishes to the team. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Lee kicks to Kaminsky. And he's way off from outside. One of the more recognizable names in the draft this year from Wisconsin, Frank Kaminsky, mostly because of his play, his terrific play at the college level, Clark.
Player of the year in college basketball, Frank the Tank led the Badgers to a chance at the national championship. They came up short against Duke, but he showed himself to be a leader and a multi-skilled big man.
Inglis, no good.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get it going.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. 55 seconds left to play here in the third. On the wing, Batum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight.
And guys, with Kaminsky, he has all the intangibles. You know, wasn't selected high because of maybe a lack of athleticism. But this is a kid who is a winner through and through, and I tremendous upside of his NBA future.
So, a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. The putback, and it's slammed in by Monroe.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
And don't take any risk while you're doing it.
Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. Stolen by Monroe. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
3 quarters of play in a close game. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Charlotte leading by 3. We've got Jeremy Lamb. Jefferson is out there. Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Daniels in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Bayless's shot is off.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that.
Well, that basket went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That is his first foul of the game. And so here's Charlotte. 3-point lead. And slammed up by Lamb.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jefferson with the double team. And the Hornets with possession here. Charlotte leading by 5. Puts up a 3. Lamb, good. Lamb's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really.
For 3, Middleton.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
It's shown by Antetokounmpo. And Parker with a clear pass to the hoop.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Mark your clock right now. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Yeah, but they're still in the driver's seat right now. I'm not sure the comeback is fully off just yet. One more transition bucket, though, and it could be.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. To the paint. Zeller passes to Lee. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Hornets leading by 6. A try by Lee. Left side Walker. A reverse. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and 1 right there. He almost had it.
And the second free throw, good. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high-percentage looks.
Great. Thanks for the report, Lewis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He's off on the second. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And here are the Hornets now. 7-point differential. And that one's good.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Timeout call.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. And they get it back. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a glimmer?
I'm going to let it slide.
Hornets leading by 9. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And a wide open look for Walker. Bangs home the trifecta. Walker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly, it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Charlotte.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everywhere involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Kemba Walker. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash over.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Walker. That's short off the rim. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Sinks it. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans love it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night many times.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
Kemba Walker's game is all about desire, and you can see it. He wanted to win tonight. He ran the show so beautifully. He made big play after.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Is an interactive special.
Yo, friend, look what happened when the game got sloppy. Introducing the Lone Ranger and Kimo Sabi. The horses are big, the 10-gallon tracks. The hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps. Racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We branched off, shine eye, just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure, my pipes are intact. Don't believe me, action, pointing back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system.
NYG.
They said New York fell off. Who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we went? What part the game is that? We've been here the whole time, anxiously waiting. And the streets paper chase, supreme testing our patience. Now stop the presses. Listen up, this is not a lecture. More like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, with a moxicillin. I've been the illest, this ill kid, Operation Red. Though I never contemplated that. Then that's a rap, turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYG's, Panches my code D. No iron team, homie, picture me solo. See what happened to Tony, what he did to Manolo. Here go that New York Giant, back on it again. Seen with Wolverines and he wasn't from Michigan. Y'all listening, y'all can hear a lyrical street. In the car that's raw, then raps don't work, find us in Tennessee. Looking for bucks, see if they still tend to
NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Hey, what you say?
NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Hey, what you say?
NYG.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for
DJ Khaled, Convict Music. We the best. Yeah, we taking over. Listen. Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi.
It's a road game for the Kings, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Earlier this season, it was Sacramento coming away with the loss in this matchup against the Hornets. And that game moved the season series to 2-0.
They played well enough to win that game. It really could have gone either way.
Yeah, you've got to play the entire 4 quarters. I mean, they played well for 3.5 quarters. And that's just not enough. You can't expect to win if you don't play a full game.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Rajon Rondo is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Gay in at the 3.
And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Stolen by Gay, and the Kings pushing it up now.
That's a real alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Lee gets the bucket.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Outside Rondo. No good from Cousins.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Kings have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Rondo passes to Cousins. Cousins with another miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
No good from Lee. On defense, the Hornets. 3-point lead. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Outside, Walker. Passes it to Kaminsky. There's the three. Charlotte no good that time either. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Walker with the three. Rebound by the Kings. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Fader on the way. The shot is off. Charlotte trailing, and a fast break now for the Hornets. A shot by Batum, no good. And up the court come the Kings on the break. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
And here's Walker outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Cauley Stein's got his third rebound on the night.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Kings moving the ball around. Gay can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And stolen by Gay. Floats one up, and Rondo gets it to go on the assist by Rudy Gay.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Rondo kicks to Gay, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense in anticipation there to stop. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's his first foul. Walker dishes to Kaminsky. Lee outside. Shot's good. Lee's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hornets.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointers. And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Sacramento. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Kings.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
They got Jeremy Lin, Tyler Hansbrough out there with Al Jefferson. There's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Daniels in at the three spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Curry kicks to Caspi. That's a two from Butler. That one wide left.
awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And guys, Tyler Hansbrough, as heavily a decorated player as we've ever had in college, has somehow seen his numbers steadily decline in the pros. Last season, he was in for an average of only 14 minutes a game, the lowest of his career, and he also only averaged about 4 points a game, which also equaled the lowest of his career.
Nice shot by Lynn.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
Sacramento leading by 5. Collison with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Collison, no good. Clark Tyler Hansbrough has been a effort guy, but he hasn't just displayed the physical tools needed to match up, it looks like, with bigger power forwards.
Yeah, and if you lack certain physical tools, you better have a well-developed skill set. That other area where Tyler has needed improvement is his skill. Still young enough to turn it around, but the clock continues to tick.
Jefferson on top. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Good! Lynn's got 5 points so far.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Three-pointer. Curry with another miss. Hornets trail by 6. Nice shot by Lynn. 7 points in the game.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. And here in the second quarter of action with a little under 2.5 minutes played so far. Cauley Stein passes to Gay. Second chance shot. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The Kings shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And that one falls for Cousins. For DeMarcus Cousins, his numbers have been flat out phenomenal. I mean, just incredible. Sometimes hidden by the lack of what's around him in Sacramento, especially, Greg, when you compare last year's stats with other centers in the NBA.
Yeah, he's averaged nearly 5 points more per game than the next center. Top 3 in rebounding for all centers. This guy is the complete package down low.
And that one's good.
For 3. Timeout Charlotte.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. One thing to say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers.
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the big 3 in Boston. That year, it was the big 4.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Cousins, they get the rebound. Hornets trail by 10. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Kaminsky. And again, the Hornets missing.
And, guys, on the topic of Rondo, you look at his playoff career now. I mean, in 2009, he averaged nearly a triple-double in the postseason. I mean, this guy has great instincts, but he has to have the ball to orchestrate the way he's most effective.
For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. .16 left to play in the first half. Lee outside. Outside, Walker. Just 5 to shoot.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And that is good. Bellinelli's got his first basket.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it. Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
And going back to what we were saying, what you hope with Rondo is that he can get back to his core level of confidence. He tore the ACL in 13. He was traded in 14. He lost his way a little bit, but he's still young enough to have several really good years in front of him.
It's Cauley-Stein, top of the key. Down low, changes up. He lays it in. Cauley-Stein's got his second basket.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And Walker kicks to Batum. Out to the right wing. Kaminsky and Charlotte again with the bucket. Rudy Gay on the wing. Up top, Cousins. Oh, he nails the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
So we've reached the end of the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson. DeMarcus Cousins having an outstanding game. He had 14 points and 4 rebounds. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see.
The second half just about to get going here. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Sacramento, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Cauley-Stein. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Bellinelli in at the shooting guard.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly. But that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
Batum against Gay. And a wide open look for Lee. The baseline jumper goes down. Lee's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. These are the guys you want on the wing, and a team needs a 3. In the second half of the season, they're the top small forwards in the NBA from beyond the arc. 5th, Rudy Gay.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You've got to get up into it. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the 3.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Walker dishes to Kaminsky. And it's out of bounds for the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Rondo with the steal. It's Gay with the drive. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Cousins. 14 points for him. And he slams it one-handed.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise they'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
And the Hornets call time here.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man. For any man, as a matter of fact.
So, a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 10. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Charlotte no good that time either. And for Cousins, those 20-20-10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
Curry kicks to Caspi. And the three off target. Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. The Hornets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. That one misses. Sacramento leading by 12. Pass to Rondo. The dish to Cousins. Bellinelli passes to Cousins. Rebounded by Lamb. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Inside. Wants to get it to Lynn and does. Here's Jefferson. It's tipped. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it. The fast break chance. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And now a look at DeMarcus Cousins. Some numbers on him. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 5th in scoring, 6th in rebounding, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers, always up to the challenge. Oh, he's got such great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Screen by Cousins. Outside Rondo. Clock at 6. And Cousins throws it down.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
For Charlotte, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Rondo drives in. Puts it up from 17, and there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Bellinelli. Bellinelli's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lynn against Rondo. Outside, Lynn. He feeds it to Jefferson. Lynn's shot is off.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Rondo with the rebound.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And stolen by Cousins. And here at the end of the third. Welcome back to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Hornets trail by 11. Kaminsky out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Lee, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Batum in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Down low. Goes in for the dunk.
High and down hard with the one hand.
Got a little extra force for that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Butler kicks to Caspi. The ball moving here by the Kings. Feeds to Collison. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. A nice shot by Kufis. And the Kings lead by 9.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Courtney Lee is on the wing. He's covered by Collison. Lee goes in. Sacramento grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Curry with him. And Batum picks him up defensively. And Caspi kicks to Collison. Outside Butler. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And that one's good. And now it's a 12-point Kings lead.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
And for Caron Butler, came into the league as a hard-nosed defender, good rebounder for a small forward. But it seems like as he matured, Greg, he became more of a three-point marksman.
Great point. And, you know, early in his career, the difficulty with the outside shot, his game was more about toughness. But like most smart veterans, he extended his range so he could live to play a little longer, which he certainly has.
Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. From deep, Walker, and the basket good.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Kings leading now by 9. Rondo kicks to Cousins, and stolen by Zeller. Outside Jefferson. Rondo with the steal. To the middle. Here's Carter Stein.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch.
Spurs some quick offense, like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Scooped up. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Gabe. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Someone said that, huh? And Sacramento has possession. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
They've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Charlotte working against the clock now. Walker with a clean look. Walker missing again.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Kings.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first 2.
And I think it says a lot about them that they were able to salvage this game. When you drop the first 2 against a team, you can often get down on yourself.
Oh. Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lamb dishes to Lee. The feed to Jefferson. 6 to shoot. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Rudy, congratulations on the win. How would you evaluate the team's offense tonight?
You know, I think our defense kind of got our offense into it. You know, we're that kind of team. Our defense makes our offense. We run the floor and we share the ball. So whenever we out there playing defense like we did today, we usually are in a good position.
Well done, Rudy.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our...
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
You know what I like, Ernie? He was...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.